North Carolina needs to be more self-reliant this hurricane season as uncertainty with federal agencies like FEMA continues following Hurricane Helene.
Capitol reporter Dina Harley is live for us tonight with this story in Raleigh. And Dina, the governor today, Josh Stein, gave an update on hurricane preparedness.
Yeah, and he says that uncertainty that you two just mentioned, coupled with the continued recovery and rebuilding that's happening in western North Carolina after Hurricane Helene, that's still costing the state hundreds of millions of dollars. Those two things are really making hurricane preps more complicated than ever. Hurricane preparedness is long underway in North Carolina.
Conducting statewide exercises to test our communication systems, performing readiness checks, and making improvements based on any gaps that we find.
We're already taking action on identified areas for improvement in the wake of Helene.
But it's more challenging this year than ever before. In an update in Raleigh on Thursday, Governor Josh Stein and other state emergency management leaders say uncertainty in the futures of federal agencies like FEMA, NOAA, and the National Weather Service are front of mind.
I think that we all have reason to be worried. There are cuts happening at the federal government that are going to impact the quality of services that affect people's lives.
The state is still spending hundreds of millions of dollars on recovery in western North Carolina after Hurricane Helene. So how prepared is the state now financially for another major storm?
That is an issue that is being negotiated between the two branches of the legislature right now. How big is our rainy day fund? In my budget, I had proposed adding $500 million to that to build it up a little bit in the eventuality of future hurricanes.
Governor Stein says the state needs to be ready to be self-reliant and not dependent on help from the federal government.
But even if you dramatically restructure FEMA and have this federal government step away from helping states that are hit, there's going to be a real financial consequence to each state that's impacted, and we have to budget accordingly.
And for you watching at home, they're offering the same tips that you hear every single year when we talk about hurricane preparedness. That includes making sure you have an emergency kit ready. Have that ready before a storm is actually forecasted for your area. State officials say in that kit you should include things like drinking water, non-perishable foods, medications for your family, even important documents. They say be prepared for about 3 to 5 days. In Raleigh, Dina Harley, CBS 17 News.
All right. Very good advice. Dina, thank you.